Yo, 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 what's going on, y'all? Welcome back. Mike here, Sports in the Real Shit. Still counting down. Best players to have worn jerseys numbers 330 through 1 in NFL history. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, this video. Check out the podcast, all the episodes in this series, man. I've been having a good time. We're down to number 3. There's not much competition at number 3, I'm going to tell y'all right now, all right? But stick around anyway. Check it out. So number 3, these numbers, by the way, we've gotten to the point where the numbers, for the most part, right, in NFL history, were dedicated to kickers. Kickers were number 4. A lot of them were 3. Like these two, these were kicker numbers for the most part. A couple quarterbacks wore in them, but quarterback, at least for me, I remember most quarterback were in the teens, right? 13 was popular, 12 was popular, right? Those numbers. Single digits, the higher single digits was popular. Number 1 was popular among quarterbacks and still is, and we'll get to that in a couple episodes. But number 3 was really a kicker number. So there's not that many greats at number 3. We have Derwin James wearing number 3 right now. Shout out Seminole. Derwin James has been playing 5 years for the Chargers, a safety. 372 tackles, 7 picks, 5 forced fumbles, 3-time Pro Bowler, 1-time All-Pro. He was wearing number 33, I think. And then when the NFL said, F it, anybody can wear anything, right? He switched to number 3. So Derwin James is one of the best number 3s going. And honestly, he doesn't have much competition right now in the league. So one of the guys that wore number 3 back in the day, right, as a quarterback was Jeff George. And Jeff George played 12 years. Indianapolis, Atlanta, Oakland, Minnesota, Washington. He only wore number 3 for Oakland, Minnesota, and Washington. 27,602 yards for his career, 154 touchdowns, 113 interceptions. And Jeff George didn't really have a great career, right, by no stretch of the imagination. But like I said, there's not much competition at number 3, so I'm going to throw Jeff George up in there, all right? For the simple fact that this dude had one of the strongest arm ever. As far as arm talent in the NFL, Jeff George was like that. For those who don't know Jeff George, don't remember Jeff George, like his arm was special, man. His release, like he could sling the rock. Unfortunately, he didn't make the greatest decisions. Didn't play for the greatest of teams either. I don't know what his coaching, if people would say he had great coaching, but if he was focused, whatever it was, right? His career didn't turn out as good as it should have been for the kind of arm talent that Jeff George had. For those of us who remember watching this guy, like the ball just like flew out of this guy's hands. Like, damn, this brother got a cannon. Like he threw the ball like Josh Allen throws it now. Like the ball just jumps. Like it's noticeable. Like some guys throw far. And, it goes far, but some guys, you can see, like, the ball, like, literally is being thrown far. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, Jeff George was like that. He had a freaking cannon for an arm. 1995 was his best year in ATL. He threw for 41, 43, 24 touchdowns, 11 picks. 1997 in Oakland, he threw for 39, 17, 29 touchdowns, 9 picks, 8 career comebacks, 17 game-winning drives. That's really all I have to say about Jeff George. Again, not much competition for number 3. So he was one of the best number 3s ever in NFL history, simply because of his talent alone. Not much success, but his talent alone. All right? But really the best number 3 ever and number 3 going is Russell Wilson, Russ. Now, people hate on this guy. I sometimes hate on him too. I think Russ got too much credit for those Super Bowls. I think those teams were running teams with beast mode and defense with the LOB. But Russ is a baller, man. You looking at Russ's stats, you can't take stuff away from this guy. 11 years, Seattle and Denver. 40,583 yards so far for his career. 308 touchdowns, only 98 picks. 26 rushing touchdowns. 9-time Pro Bowler, 1-time Super Bowl champ. In 2015, he had 4,024 yards, 34 touchdowns, 8 picks. Damn, it's really good. 2017, 39, 83, 34, and 11. That's really good. 2019, 41-10, 31-5. Damn, that's really good. 2020, 42-12, 40 touchdowns and 13 picks. That's really good. So we underestimate, I know I did, Russ's stats because we're like, yeah, Beast Mode carried and Legion of Boom carried Richard Sherman and these boys, Cam Chancellor. Nah, man. Russ was a baller. Like, yeah, they won those Super Bowls off the back of running and defense and all that. But he was integral to their success because he didn't turn the ball over. But once that cycle ended, where that defense was no longer dominant, Russ put up some stats, bro. And I don't think people really noticed that. So he's had 27 career comebacks, 35 game-winning drives. Like, he was official. He was a legit quarterback, man. And one of the best to ever do it. He's going to go down as one of the best to do it, whether it's in the number 3 jersey or not. Russ is probably, y'all better get ready for it, Russ is probably going into the Hall of Fame. He's going to put up more stats probably. Now that Sean Payton's his quarterback in Denver, he's probably going to put up more stats, more yards, kind of like Drew Brees did, touchdowns, and his numbers are going to go pew. And next thing you know, Russ is retiring with like 60,000 yards, you know, and 450, 500 touchdowns. We'll be wondering, should Russ be in the Hall of Fame? Who knows? I just know he's a baller. His scrambling, like, you know, sometimes, yes, he holds on to the ball too long, for sure. But he's a playmaker. And sometimes these guys, you can't just structure them, right? You can't, you know, 3-step drop throw it. He does things, you know, kind of different, but it's been successful for him. Last year with Denver wasn't that great. But who knows? There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that we don't know about. But all I know is Sean Payton's there now, and I think he's going to put up some nasty stats. But shout out to Russ, man, for being a really good quarterback that people probably underrate because of the teams that he's played for. I know I did. You should probably admit the same. So shout out to Russ. To me, the best number 3 all time, best number 3 going, best number 3 all time. But not much competition. So that doesn't tell you much. All right, y'all. Short and sweet. Appreciate y'all watching once again. Shout out to Russ Wilson. One of the best number 3s and QBs to ever do it. I'm going to catch you guys next time. We're almost home, y'all. Hang in there with me. It's been a long road. We're doing number 2 next. Mike, Sports on the Rush. Peace.